working for us. So I think going forward, it may be a little bit too late for a Biden presidency because we saw this with Joe Biden, we saw it with Barack Obama, we saw this with Bill Clinton. How much longer are Black people supposed to wait to get some type of concessions from the Democratic Party?
Well, now President Biden is facing another online dragging for suggesting that he convinced Strom Thurmond to vote for the Civil Rights Act of 1963. Let's watch.
But pause for just a moment. I thought things had changed. I was able to literally, not figuratively, talk Strom Thurmond into voting for the Civil Rights Act before he died. And I thought, well, maybe there's real progress. But hate never dies. It just hides. It hides under the rocks.
So he just made that up. He just made up a story about Strom Thurmond, basically a huge hypocrite and pretty much, leader of the KKK, who was his, they were all friends. I think he eulogized Strom Thurmond, right? Who made that up. Strom Thurmond, here's another piece about Strom Thurmond, who he had sex with one of his black maids. May have raped her, and got her pregnant, had a baby by her. But mind you, he was against black people, right? And then he was sending money to the child, sent her away, but was sending money all, until she was 18 to the mother. But he hated black people and was like, a founding member of the KKK down there or something or whatever, right? And that was Joe Biden's buddy. They were all friends. I mean, these people are hypocrites, right? So you can force yourself on your black maid, but you hate black people, right? And then you want segregation, but not from sexual exploitation and monetary exploitation. You don't want to segregate from that. So he stood up here and just made that up. Why? Because he think black people are stupid and weak, right? So he just stood up here and just made some shit up. But wait, there's more.
Few problems there. Strom Thurmond did not vote yes for the Civil Rights Amendment. Biden didn't become a senator until 1973. Is this, he has these gaffes sometimes, remembering things that didn't happen or.
So then the white man tries to run cover for him and say it's a gaffe. He just lied. He just don't give a shit. He just don't give a shit about black people. We think you're stupid, right? You're moist, malleable, and you're stupid, right? So he just say anything to these Negroes. They'll vote for anybody. These niggas will vote for, they would vote for me if I was standing here with a KKK hood on, right? It wouldn't matter, and a Confederate flag in my hand. Because they saw me with Barack Obama. Me and Barack Obama, we're buddies, so vote for me, right? But wait, there's more.
You come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to.
So this is how black people let their political candidates talk to them in America, right? He comes on and says, "You're not black if you don't vote for me." A man who basically walked lockstep with the KKK, right, and supported segregation, which is a KKK policy, right? Then he comes back and says, "Vote for me or you ain't black, nigger," right? Then comes and tells stories about how his KKK friends and segregationist friends, he was also a segregationist, by the way, how they recanted, right? And then he says racism just hides. He gave it all away. See, he gave away the plan that they have for the Negro, for the stupid Negro, right? Let's just, deceive them for a while. We'll figure it out later, right? Let's hide things, right? Because they're stupid. They're stupid. They have no self-respect. You can talk to them any kind of way. They'll still vote for you. They'll do whatever you want. Work on a job. You can disrespect them, right? You can go get some African, right, who's not even from their community to pretend to be one of them because he has brown skin, and then tell them to be gay and put dresses on their grandchildren and their children, right, and be a tranny, right? he can promote that to their community. He can promote all kinds of foolishness and get over on them, right? We can promote these brown people to them as their allies when really they're here to displace them, right? And other things. It's called ethnic cleansing, right? And then we can insult them. I can insult them to watch me. He probably was telling them, they laugh behind the scenes, right? Watch me go insult these Negroes to their face, and then they do everything I want them to do. Just laughing at you, right? Insulting you to your face, telling lies to your face, and then laughing at you, right? After what he did, him and Strom Thurmond and all of those crackers did to your parents and your grandparents and to you, right? And you can't even muster the fucking strength to tell them to fuck off. What does that say about you as a person? Them and the people that they surround themselves with, right? Whether it's Obama or anybody else, any other so-called brown, Indian, I don't give a fuck what they are. Whatever you classify them as, right? The Negro can't muster the strength and intelligence to see that these people are not their friends and tell them, hey, listen, fuck off. But they'll do it to each other though, right? Like I got a lot of people in my family. They'll tell me to fuck off, but they won't tell the people at their jobs and all these white people and Joe Biden and Barack Obama and all the rest of these people that's selling their ass down the river. Worse than I could ever do anything to them. They won't tell them to fuck off, but they will tell it to you, right? They'll shoot you, right? But they'll embrace people that, is fucking them over royally as a whole, as a collective. I don't understand the Negro in America. I do know that he sealed their fate. You see what I'm saying? When you join your fate, right? When you join your fate with the people that have sealed your fate, then it's common sense that you sealed your fate. You know what I mean? Like it's not rocket science, right? I mean, it's even biblical. In the Bible, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go. In the Bible, Moses said, what did Moses tell Pharaoh when he enslaved the Hebrews? He told Pharaoh, he went to him, their leader. See, Barack Obama is not a black leader. Joe Biden is not a black leader. Moses was a black leader. Moses was a black man, would have been considered a so-called black man, right? He went to Pharaoh, and what did he tell him? He said, let my people go, Pharaoh, so that they can separate from you and serve the God of their ancestors. Why? Because the Egyptians were dark-skinned people. The Hebrews was dark-skinned people. They weren't the same people. They didn't have the same gods, you see. Everybody doesn't have the same God. Joe Biden's God and the God of the American descendant of slaves is not the same God. Joe Biden's God is the God of Pharaoh, is the Antichrist, Satan, the devil, you see, the aliens. That's their gods, you see. The God of technology, of wicked technology, you see. He said, let my people go so that they can go serve the God of their ancestors of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. You see? But the Negro can't break free, so the prophecy, you see, gonna fall down upon their heads. Instead of breaking free in the spirit of Moses, right? The ancient Hebrew leader Moses, right? Instead of breaking free and going to serve your God, you decided to serve their God with your broken Bibles, you see, with your tattered and broken Bibles, right? And your disrespect for the law and the disrespect for the prophecy, and you blaspheme, right? You blaspheme the Bible. You blaspheme the God of Abraham, right? Isaac and Jacob, right? So that you could be friends with Joe Biden, a man who is a hypocrite and a liar and a racist who hates your fucking guts, and he just told you what he thinks about you. But you still can't tell him to fuck off, you see? That's what Moses told Pharaoh. He said, fuck off. My people are leaving this place and they're going to separate from you. He didn't say we're going to be diversity and integration with you, Pharaoh, after what you have done. He didn't say, did he say that? But Martin Luther King taught the Negro. He said he's a minister of God and a preacher and a man of God. See, they always throwing this term around. You're a man of God. Well, God didn't. God, which God? The God of Joe Biden? The God of Barack Obama? Which God are these people a man of God of? Is the question. I'm not disputing they're not men of God, but we all don't have the same God. Which God? The God of America? Because the God of the Bible is against slavery. He said, I will destroy the slaver in the end time prophecies. And the children of the slaver, I'm going to put them into slavery and I'm going to destroy them utterly. You see? For the stupid nigger who can't seem to read the Bible prophecy but claim to be a Christian. I'm just saying, these are the facts of the matter. So the prophecy is going to have to come to pass because, see, Moses has to return. And when Moses returns, right, because things go in cycles, he's not going to say, integrate with the devil, integrate with the Antichrist, integrate with the alien, integrate with Satan, integrate with the followers of the Antichrist. He's going to say, my people, hear my voice and separate from them so that I can destroy them utterly and make them pay for what they've done. And if you cleave to them, I will destroy you along with them when the time comes. You see? As a payment for your treason and your stupidity and your ignorance. You see? It's actually really simple. It's not that complicated, right? That's all I got.